today's class, I will be starting module 5, that is integrated application of remote sensing and GIS. So, GIS application in the field of traffic management, or we can say that application of GIS in road networking. We can able to see the different flow of work using GIS in the field of transportation. So here, as you say, it is a survey process, which is nothing but collecting the field survey data as an attribute data or a non-spatial data into the GIS. So for any like construction activities, even if it is a residential building or if it is a road network or if it is a tunnel or major construction activities, the field survey is a mandatory activity. So before the invention of various modern survey equipments, the manual survey was happening. But with the invention of total station or theodolite, such modern uh, field survey instruments, the survey is becoming very easy nowadays. So in the case of road alignment also, the field survey is an essential process. Through the field survey, we can do the proper alignment for the road. So alignment in the sense, if we wanted, our purpose of the road itself to connect between two inaccessible areas through a proper road. So what is the very best alignment we can provide into between the two area? If it is a straight line, we can go with the alignment, or we have to, if there are any obstacles or interruptions are present in the straight way, if we wanted to go with another like very long route in order to connect between two access two area where a proper road network is not available. So such alignment, what is a better alignment to be given in a selected area, can be decided through a field survey. So, the what is the proper leveling to be done in that alignment, and what are the various backfilling to be done in that area, to be decided based on the field survey data. So, this field survey data is the primary data for the road networking or transportation in design in the field using GIS domain. So based on that field survey data, using the satellite image of that data, a base map, so the satellite image will be acting as the base map. Using that, the proper alignment can be designed using the GIS domain. So that is what here you can able to do the field survey, and after that the construction activity. So in between there is a small process that is called GIS alignment or modeling using the field survey data by keeping the satellite image as the base. And then the road designing and the construction activity will be starting, and then operations and maintenance. So in the GIS, not only the design for a new road, even the maintenance of that road or a proper, very proper schedule for maintenance of that particular road, or what is the payment material are used and what is the condition of the road when the next very the proper maintenance to be done in that area. Such alert system can be done through the GIS technology. And then after that, maintenance, then planning or decision maker stage. So after the analysis of the data, whatever we are collecting through the field and whatever other source of data, the planning and various analysis for the that particular road, or if it is in the case of if a particular road is a heavily traffic congested road, so how to reduce the traffic congestion in that area? Is that fine with going with an alternative road, or what is the availability of land to provide the alternative route or alternative road construction? Or is that fine with to go with an an underground road, or is it required to provide a flyover in that area? So that decision, so based on the different models or analysis based on the GIS, such decision makers also can be done through the different analysis on different decision making planning level in the field of road networking, or in the case of traffic management. And then as per the planning and as per the decision, the design of the final output will be done. Okay, so here I had just briefed about the various flow of GIS process in the field of traffic management or road network, and now one by one we are going to see. So based on the field survey data collected, various models or design can be done. So here you can able to see what is here you can see is in this particular image, it is a 3D view of a terrain, 3D or a I mean three-dimensional view of the terrain can be done, or the digital elevation model, also called DEM model, can be prepared using a GIS. DEM model is nothing but where the Z dimension also will be considered. In normal map, only the XY direction or two-dimension maps it will be, but using the DEM technology analysis, we can create the Z dimension view also. So, based on this various terrain analysis and various modeling or design, what is the best alignment can be provided in this area? Such information can be designed through the GIS technology. So, as I said, what you are seeing here is a field survey. So here you can able to see here there are no proper road, and this man he is collecting the terrain condition of this particular area to provide the proper alignment using this survey instrument. And here you can able to see this is a handy GPS in order to collect the location of the selected feature. So for example, here you can able to see a junction of a pipeline. What is the location of this particular junction of pipeline? And if we are collecting a water sample for various analysis or quality analysis, from where we are collecting the water sample is a required data for the GIS analysis. So as we study the spatial data, which is a location data of the features. So that location data can be collected through the GPS. Yes, the construction management or analysis and design of such like a proper road network or various other construction or design can be done through the GIS modeling system based on the various thematic map creation, then overlay analysis of these various thematic layers. In the field of construction management, various thematic maps are required, like a survey data based GIS map and a soil map, a geotechnical data thematic map, and environmental related map data, and the AutoCAD related drawings of engineering works. These can be overlaid together and various analysis can be done in the field of construction management. So what you are seeing in this slide is a very complex road network. So it is a very risky for a civil engineer to construct such a complex road network in such an irregular terrain. So various keen field surveys required in this type of road network system. So using the GIS, the vast areas, I mean satellite images will be available, and it will not it is not required much manual study of the field data to collect the terrain details, because from the satellite image itself we can get very high resolution image of the selected land. You can able to see whether it is a very hilly area where in between you can able to see a river flow and a valley area. How to construct a proper road network in this area to get accessible uh, to different parts of this area. So here again, based on the various satellite images and based on various field survey data, how to design a proper road alignment can be done through the technology of GIS. Next one, traffic management. So as I said in the beginning, GIS can be used in the field of traffic management. Say for example, like using GIS map, we are navigating from one place to another place. Maybe how many of you had observed or not, I don't know. What you are using the GPS in your mobile, the base map where the navigation is happening, that base map is a GIS software created base map. Over to that, you can see that a triangle or a whatever symbol is provided in the Android, the navigation or the moving of that symbol will be happening. That map is a base map which created using the GIS. So like that, in the case of traffic, say the driver will be getting an early alarm, or will be getting an early alert about the traffic of the upcoming roads, or I mean the road which is ahead to him, what is the condition of the road and what is the traffic condition of that road, and if the traffic is there, what is the volume of that, and the it will be suggesting an alternative route to avoid the traffic of that route. So that much of online based services, the GIS can be done in the field of traffic management. And not only that, as I said, the what is the current level, current travel condition of that road, what is the situation of that road now, and is there, it is an accident prone area, what is the speed limit to be followed in that particular area. Such alarm or alert can be given to the drivers by the advancement of GIS technology. So here you can able to see the live traffic condition of various parts. It is shown over here, and here you can able to see a GIS based online service how it will be providing. Yeah, here this is what I said you. This is a GIS software created base map. What you can see over here, based on a road network condition, and maintenance and work order management. So using the GIS technology more efficiently, the scheduling of maintenance can be done, and it will, or to the authorities, or for the road workers, it will be giving an alert, or it will be giving a schedule for the maintenance activities. And in the modern road management, agencies have gained productivity and efficiency by integrating maintenance and work order management system with the GIS. And yeah, transportation planning and transportation safety analysis. So here you can able to see what you're seeing here is an accident happened place. So here, by usage of the GIS online services, a driver, he will be getting alert about what is the like where the accident prone area is, and which will be mentioning as a hotspot, or what is the speed limit to be followed in that particular road. And even he can, or based on the online services, we can get the detail how many accidents happened there,